Hello, beautiful Geminis. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name's Annie. Happy to have all the Geminis out there. So we are going to do a spread for you. This is going to be your monthly May tarot reading. These are messages that Universe, Source, Spirit wants you to hear in the month of May. That doesn't necessarily mean everything will be manifested in May, right? But come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. As always, that is my suggestion to you. It's up to you which messages you want to take away here today. Highly encourage you to take away the ones that resonate, that really speak to you in some capacity. Everything else that feels strange or foreign, feel free to release those messages, drop it like it's hot. Have faith that it's going out to someone else who needs to hear it, okay? All right, let's see, one more deck. Everything about this video will be down in the description box below for you, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram, as well as .com. I encourage you to like, share, subscribe wherever you can, because that really helps me. I shouldn't say I encourage, I welcome you, I ask of you. If you can like, share, subscribe on this video, that would be incredible. Too many cards. Cancer wanted to be seen. I just saw the Chariot. 3 more cards. They're being sticky here with this deck. 3 more cards. Gemini. Thank you. All right, let's hop in, guys. Sorry, I just had like a coughing fit, so I'm like getting my breath back, and now my nose is starting to run. Whatever, we're just gonna do it. We're gonna hop in. So bottom of your deck, damn, Gemini, you got the 2 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. All right, so fresh new love, a new partnership, a new pairing, small flirtations. This could be a date, lots of water sign energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Doesn't have to be those signs, but that's very positive for those looking for love. I like that. Yeah, a lot of you are walking away from something that was nothing but disappointment. That's what I get with this. The 9 of Wands, it was like a heavy burden, and it's like once you free yourself from the imprisonment of having to live in that, like, almost like the castle of like this. It's weird, I'm getting the metaphor of like the movie Labyrinth, the goblin castle or whatever. Once you kind of like walk away from that and realize it was all just kind of confusion and it made your head foggy, it gets you out of this lack state of shoulda, coulda, wouldas, being caught up in the past. But then the other side of that is realizing, oh, there's 2 cups right beside me that have like, they're filled to the brim, right? There's fresh love there. That's what you guys are stumbling upon. So already I'm into this message. Yeah, if you've been patiently waiting for something, I said something similar to Taurus, you might just be hitting the jackpot in love the next go around. Again, this would probably be new, it would probably be fresh, but this feels pretty, it requires patience, and that's difficult, right, Gemini? We're not always the most patient people, but anyway. It does also indicate recuperating from a little bit of heartbreak, a little bit of pain, but if you're willing to stick it out and do the internal work, you have really beautiful blessings coming to you. It could also indicate if you're waiting to hear back from a job, that job could very well come into you, but it would require a changing of the season. Something about the Pentacles being the idea of seeds. Those seeds wouldn't come into blossom when the ground was still frozen. So depending on where you are, right, it could be the transition from like spring to summer or summer to fall. You may get the call on some sort of job that's quite lucrative or will make you happy. Good building blocks for you on your spiritual path into the future. So interesting. So you have a lot of people coming up in your spread. You have 2 kings. You have the King of Swords and the King of Wands. So whether you are male or female, if you are at all interested in partnership with a male fire sign or a male air sign, that would be Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That there's potentially some energy there for you. You also have the Queen of Wands. So again, Aries, Leo, Sag, there might be a divine pairing there. It has nothing to do with gender. It's more about their elemental suit. So that could even indicate your mother and your father for some of you, though it doesn't have to. Then you also have Taurus coming up here, a Taurus or a Libra or a mother. Lots of energies coming up here, making some sort of offer to you. There's so many people here. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to digest this. Then you have the Page of Swords. So there's interference with an offer being made from the Empress to the King of Fire. I think this is the Empress extending an offer in career, and this could potentially be you stepping up as the king of your career, right? Just because it's not your elemental doesn't mean it's not you, particularly if you do have strong fire in your chart. But I'm just getting there's someone watching this who doesn't approve of it. This could also indicate something about you being very protective of your mother and how do I want to phrase this? A disapproval of some sort of choice she's making. Potentially, everybody's circumstance is different. If your mother is dating around, if this is you, this could indicate that the guy or whoever, it doesn't have to be a gender thing, whoever your mother is interested in, you're just like, ugh, I do not like this guy. Very interesting message. And it can go vice versa. It could also be your child if you are the mother and your child is out in the world dating. There's interference with an offer being made between two people, and I don't know who you are. This could also indicate if you had a romantic feelings for someone, potentially Aries, Leo, Sag, or Libra, Taurus. Doesn't have to be. You might see online that someone is getting engaged, or there's an offer that's going to solidify a relationship, and you're just like you're you're watching all this happen online, and this is sometimes the spy card, right? The Page of Swords is the one who seeks knowledge and sometimes communication. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about you're defensive or you don't like what you're seeing, but it does have to do with an offer being made. And my gut reaction is I don't think this has to do with you, Gemini. I think you're watching it go down, but you're kind of like, what? Like, what the hell is going on with these people? So this could indicate if you were waiting to hear back on a job, it could have gone to someone else and you were like, what the hell? Like, I crushed the interview. Again, to that, I would say give it time because there's another offer coming to you that's going to be even better. So yeah, whatever the circumstance is, whether it's a romantic person from your past, if it's your mother, your father, your uncle, your whatever, it wasn't meant for you. That's why the Pentacle didn't come to you, because it wouldn't have been a good fit for your life. And I think you're struggling to see that right now. You're looking at it as, shit, that was my opportunity and I missed it. The universe is checking you real hard on that. They're essentially saying, why would you want something that was only a page? Why would you want an offer that is so much less than you actually deserve? It doesn't recognize your true worth or your value. Because that's the thing. More than those energies, I could see you maybe presenting as the king. That's your elemental suit, your Aries, Leo, not Aries, Leo, Sag. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have a frog in my throat and it's driving me up the fucking wall. Like I can feel myself getting super frustrated. 1 second. I'm going to try really hard not to talk like a frog throughout the rest of this video. We'll see how that goes. Talking like a frog. Okay, so then I don't even know if that has to do with your love life or your career. For a lot of you, I do think it's your career, though. Yeah, a lot of you you're being very, what is a good word for it? It's like you're being sort of irate or something about, the thing is you're not really projecting it at a person, you're sort of projecting it at God, at universe. I'm getting the idea of you guys like sitting down on your knees and just being like, what the fuck? Like, I don't ask you for much. Like, you're sort of having a crisis of faith and you're being sort of, not tyrannical, but irate or, I can never think of the word I need, but you're challenging divine wisdom. I would be real careful with that too, Gemini. Like, the universe doesn't like when you push back. You're like, no, this is how we're going to do it, because the universe is going to bitch slap you real quick. Sorry. Just, keep your ego in check, because that's what this whole thing is. This is a test to see that if an offer is made to someone else, an offer that you potentially wanted, how are you going to handle that defeat or that news of disappointment? You have two options, right? You can vibe low and be like, well, shit, my life is over and life is terrible and the universe has abandoned me. Or you can be like, all right, well, I got more beautiful things coming, so I'm just going to be real chill and real patient because I'm waiting for my damn 10 of Pentacles, not this, like, Page of Pentacles bullshit. Like, okay? So that could have to do with, again, romantic life or a business opportunity. I do think for a lot of you, it's a job. You applied to some job that you maybe saw as something really great, but it's really just not. I don't know how else to tell you. It's not what was meant for you on your spiritual path. If anything, you would have been kept in a position where it felt, in metaphor, like a slave or like a prisoner. You would have had to devote all your time and all your energy to this one thing, when really it's like you were meant to like flee the castle. You were meant to expand and fly free and go in a different direction, okay? So then let's look at this. I'm going to try and read this as love. We'll see where it goes. So you're being patient and you're not really offering a lot of communication with a person you're thinking about. It could be a Sagittarius, though it doesn't have to be. Could also be another air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You respect and admire this person because they're very generous with their love. They have a great warmth about them. They're probably involved in like charity or charities, charitable activities. They may even have a family that you know of or are friends with, or there's just a great warmth about them and you respect and admire the life that they've built for themselves. But I think you maybe see them as taken. And so that's why you're holding back on communication, or it could even have to do with, not feeling like you would be good enough for them, but you do think about them quite a bit. And the thing is, I do think they think about you too. I don't know if it's romantic. Let's throw some clarifiers down. But what's between the two of you is reciprocity. So there's a nice give and take. If it's someone that you do already communicate with, it could be that you're just masking the idea or the fact that you may actually have romantic feelings, but you're being very just like, hi, this is a friendship. How are you today? But on the inside, you're like, they're kind of cute. Like, it's that kind of energy. So I'm wondering, is that the new one? Have you met this person yet? Do you know who this person is? Again, your spirit guides, your divine energies surrounding you are saying, be real patient. Be patient, Gemini. That's going to be your challenge in the month of May. Patience. Patience is a virtue. Because behind the scenes, it's like your angels, your spirit guides, they're mixing up the ingredients to get like the concoction to be just right. So it's something about like that sip of love or that cup of love. It's going to taste real good going down, but like the recipe hasn't been perfected yet. And I know that's a silly metaphor, but it's saying be patient, even with those scales, right? It could also be a Libra or a Taurus you're dealing with. You have a couple cards of Taurus. It's not time for this person to reach out to you yet. They could be very distracted or busy with their work or taking care of their family. But a lot of you are thinking about this person. So again, I don't know how new it is. I don't know if you guys have dated in the past. I don't know if this is just someone you know through work. Let's throw some clarifiers all the way down for Gemini. Tell me about in love. What does this mean for Gemini? The Queen of Pentacles. So you feel really good when you think about this person. It's like taking a hot bubble bath. Maybe you think about them when you're in the tub. I don't know, Gemini. No, but there's something about you dreaming of them, but it's not so much when you're asleep dreaming. It's just like a fantasy, an idea about what it would be like to cuddle with them or snuggle with them. Something about a significant piece of jewelry this person wears, guy or girl, right? It could be a ring, it could be a necklace, it could be a cross, it could be an earrings. Something sparkly, it catches your attention. Oh, it could be that you're thinking of buying them a piece of jewelry. I don't know what this is. Okay, so for some of you, you like that they have a good relationship with their mother. Particularly, if you were looking at pictures on social media for Mother's Day, that makes you like them even more, that they're very close and connected with their family. They have very well-grounded and established roots. They have a good relationship with their family, and something about that you do truly admire and value. Yeah, so what's between you is an Ace of Swords. So there's absolutely hope for a new communication. Again, with these aces, I am sensing that something about this would be new. It could be a revival of something from the past, but before we go there and make it this old person that we're all pining about, right? Just consider that there may actually be someone out there for you that you haven't even met yet. You don't even know who they are yet. And there's something kind of cool about that, right? Like, so this whole woe is me, the universe has forgotten me, and oh my God, and kind of like testing God, testing spirit. Again, they're going to check you real quick because they may just deliver this beautiful relationship upon you to be like, see, I didn't forget about you, did I? Now, do you want me to take that away, Gemini? Like, if you challenge the universe challenges you back. So be very humble. Be the King of Cups. Be very skilled with your emotions. Use emotional intelligence. Practice emotional intelligence. I just heard keep your nose to the grindstone, keep your nose to the books, which really is what the Eight of Pentacles is. It's saying focus on the work that's in front of you and do have faith in the divine that they are looking out for you. And probably when you get rewarded in love or in your career, it's going to be when you're least expecting it. It's going to be when you're not down on your hands and knees praying for it. It's when you accept life as it is and know, this is part of my growth. This is part of my spiritual journey. I'm going to keep showing up and doing the work on myself, on my job, on my relationships. And then spirit will be like, yeah, make it rain for Gemini. Bring in that good opportunity. Bring in that beautiful relationship, right? You do have good things coming. You have the King of Wands twice. So there could be, especially a Sagittarius, there could be a new Sagittarius that's caught eyes. And that is your divine pairing, right, Gemini? So a King of Wands, it could also be an Aries or a Leo. You have that showing up twice. And you do have that as a divine pairing. So again, no matter the gender, it could indicate that there could be a nice pairing with someone or multiple people that do have fire in their chart. Aries, Leo, Sag. It's also saying to me, though, oh, this is really cool. Okay, this is making sense. Don't make this romantic if it is not. But this idea of you watching the Empress offer something to the Fire King and you being like, who the fuck is that? This is saying this king may not take the Empress up on the offer, in which case you could slide in and end up being the divine pairing to this king, right? This could also be for a job. If there could be some miscommunication about this person took a job and it was supposed to be yours and this and that, something may work out where this king rejects the offer and then it's like, you, I don't know why this is you, it just is. You step up and you're like, I'll take it, and then you get it anyway. So yeah, you guys need to have faith, and I do want to say I love you, Geminis, but check the ego. You don't know everything here, and nor do I, right? I'm reading the cards as they're presenting now. There is some mystery in that you're not supposed to know all the answers yet, because quite frankly, universe is questioning, do you even have faith in me, Gemini? Do you believe that there's something else out there? Because if that's not the case, they're waiting for you to have that sort of epiphany that it's not just you. You haven't just been left out in the cold and abandoned by God, by source. That's not how it works, right? Focus on your own cup, your own love. This is all about self-healing after the death card, major transitions. It may have to do with a Scorpio, right? When you focus on your own health, Spirit takes that as a cue to help usher in new blessings to you. And that's what that sun is, you know, rising in the background. Maybe there's going to be a Leo, right, that plays a big role in your life romantically in business. With all that fire energy, even a timestamp of Leo season, which, I mean, that's a little ways away, right? That there might be something significant, an offer if it went to someone else initially. You know, maybe this person ducks out because, I don't know, maybe they move and they can't be at that job. Maybe the wife gets pregnant and they can't, you know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of things that could happen where everything is orchestrated just so, as I was saying, to make that cup just right. So when you taste it, it's like, ah, this is what I've been waiting for. Wait for the right cup. Don't settle for something that isn't quite a good fit. And quite frankly, you might not have a choice in it anyway, because again, this is just kind of saying to me, the universe has you in mind. They are looking out for you. So what you may view as a missed opportunity, don't be bitter about it. Release it knowing that it was never meant to be yours, okay? All right, so then, yeah, because you're going to change your mind about something and you're going to start to view it in a different way of, I'm almost getting, oh, thank God I didn't get that, because then I would have settled there and I never would have applied to this other job that I actually wanted more and I actually got. That's what that Ten of Pentacles is. It's an even better opportunity that actually comes, I do want to say, after the rejection of something else. So, you know, word to the wise, if you get rejected from a job or from a person that you are like, damn it, don't linger in that energy. Just be like, okay, cool. Universe is saying back off from that one. I got you. Like, okay, cool. Let's focus on the next one. So then final messages. Yeah, when you focus on your own individual growth, spiritual growth, your mind, body, spirit, as well as your own like financial abundance, some of you may want to look into new avenues or streams of income, because you're sitting on ideas that are either very lucrative or something. You're very resourceful, Gemini. I keep hearing that. Some of you could teach sessions online, like, or you do, I don't know, like YouTube tutorials or something that during a time of quarantine people would access online, and I'm getting they would digest it very easily. Some of you may be natural born teachers or leaders, or something about the inspiration you offer to others. It could help send other people off down their divinely guided path, and you essentially are like, in metaphor, the one who like opens the door, like, come this way, let me show you. Yeah, you are the initiator of making people something about help to realize their spiritual path. And it may be in ways that you don't even know, just by being a good friend, just by talking with someone. You are in tune with the divine. The divine is speaking through you. So yeah, there's something about the good balance of the insight you provide to others. There's something about that, it's going to work its way back to you. It's good karma, I guess you could say. Some of you are thinking about traveling, and you're being told to wait. Not quite yet. You're going to know when the time is right. But I think if you are planning a trip or wanting to travel and go see someone, I think you will get your wish, or you will be able to do that eventually. But there's a reason why essentially you feel like it's being put on pause right now. So again, take it as a divine blessing. Some of you need to get in contact with your ancestors or your spirit guides or whatever your faith and spirituality is. In times of chaos or uncertainty, they are there to help and guide you through. When you have difficult decisions to make about action, about forward movement, turn to your spirituality, and it could even be like your network of friends, but there is something very divine. There's a lot of really heavy, like, spiritual players in this. As well as, if this relates to your story, maternal energy. There's something very beautiful about a mother figure in your life. Or again, if you are the mother figure, it could have to do with the bond between parent and child. Even if your mother has passed, actually, I'll say this, especially if your mother has passed, or a maternal spirit, your grandmother, your aunt, your this, your that. It could just be someone who was a great mentor to you. They're trying to communicate with you through like a Ouija board metaphor, right? And it does have to do with where you want to go next. In your career, in your love life, in moving houses, moving homes, whatever that is, they're trying to give you divine guidance on your next steps forward, your action that you're going to take. Because look, you're going to get it. It's going to be like, hop in, it's time to go now. But I'm getting it, not just yet. There's a few more things you need to take care of before you go. Some of you may end up going somewhere with a Cancer. Or a Pisces. Aw, the Lamb. That came out for Taurus as well. Yeah, right now, earth energy, it's very slow moving. Get grounded, focus on what's around you, focus on the material things, right? Maybe it's literally packing shit up in your house. It could be something like that. Focus on the pentacles, the slow moving energy. It doesn't move rapidly. But here's the thing. When something about opening up your third eye or opening up some sort of chakra, it could be your heart chakra, connecting with the divine, you see things, that eyeball, right? You see things differently. And it has to do with returning to the past about something. So it could be a creative skill or hobby that you used to do in the past. You may circle back to incorporate that in some way in the next step forward you're going to take. And then like a gazelle, it's going to be very swift. The chariot, right? It's like, get in, we're going. And it's like, step on the gas, it's time. You're going to know when it's time. But right now, I guess it's sort of like be practical, that earth energy. Get the details and the data and the facts together before you take like any sort of extreme action. It's just asking you to sit on it, to think about it, really decide, I guess, your priorities or what's important or what's to be gained versus what will you lose, what will you miss. And there are no wrong answers. It's just asking you to really assess before you make any like really drastic changes in your life. Again, patience. You have a lot of cards indicating patience, knowing that really amazing, beautiful opportunities and blessings are trying to come into you. All right, Gemini, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Gemini.